What in the economy picking was that? Just outrageous, like, and it's so him, it's so chaotic, but like amazing at the same time. How's it going, everyone? John Connon here with Licklibrary.com, and in this video we're going to be reacting to and watching a couple of clips of Synyster Gates from Avenged Sevenfold. We're going to be having a look at a variety of videos in this. We're going to have a look at a couple of live clips, some videos from, various studio sessions that he's done, and yeah, really have a look at his technique, break it down, some rhythm and lead work, and loads of other good stuff as well. And this video will be timestamped along the bottom, so you can scroll ahead to any of the bits you may want to see. But enough talking, let's crack on and have a watch of a couple clips of the mighty Synyster Gates. Having a look at a live solo from 2013, Hail to the King tour. I actually saw them on this tour in Birmingham in the UK. This is over in the States, and this, by the looks of it, is like a live solo, guitar solo, if that makes sense. No bands, just him shredding in front of thousands of people. So let's take a look. So straight away there, you saw that sweep, and it's very minor in tonality. There are some major bits in the Avenged catalogue, but most of that is very, harmonic minor-esque. So let's wind that back. And there we go, he loves playing around that 5 note. So here I think we're basically in B minor. And he, really lingers on that F sharp, going to the G, but then pulling back to the F. So it's great. Love some crowd participation. So here essentially is relying on that open E as like the 1 in an E minor context. He's playing around the triad, so he's doing like a E minor triad there with the G and B. Plays around the A minor, as well as D major. And it's very Hail to the King, if you guys know that track. Relies on that open E string. He's a big user of those 3-note string pentatonic runs, like that one there. That little fluid 3-note string thing is very him as well. He's a great showman. But one thing I was going to mention as well, his tone is very on the sort of Dimebag end of things. So, it's that classic metal scoop thing, but it's got a lot of top on it and a lot of rasp. All right, next clip. What in the economy picking was that? So this is his gypsy jazz thing, and he's talked a lot about his influence of gypsy jazz and guys like Django that have influenced his technique, and also his melodic language of harmony and influence in different flavors of minor. But the thing that stood out to me there was not only the minor language that he's using, but his economy picking is very, very looked over as well, because it's a way to get fluidity and just almost merge sweeping and alternate picking, and I think he's one of the absolute best at that. It's the way he can blitz through those shapes and it sounds almost like a big sweep, and it's a mixture of alternate picking and economy picking. That was cool. That was like an A minor with this descending top line. Again, chromatic in nature, but he implements it into that same shape and does a different top note each time. Or something like that. Really cool. I think it says a lot when someone is predominantly known for their alternate picking and, being a shredder that way, when they can then just drop in two-handed over the top, stuff like that. Stuff's not easy. Like over the top, it's like you need to flip your brain upside down when I try and think about my left hand going over the top like that. Like, the guy's just so great. That clip there embodies that chaotic soloing thing I mentioned earlier. Like, he's very erratic sometimes with those slides, but it just adds to the chaos and like aggression of it in its own way, and it's so him. And that language there, even though it's a completely different tone and musical setting, the actual language and vocab that he's using is so similar to the gypsy jazz stuff he was just blitzing through as well. And it's very him, harmonically. And through the bits that we've seen so far, and through what I've just heard listening to Avenged for years, it's really harmonic minor, melodic minor, natural minor as well, fair deal like that, as well as all this chromaticism and diminished flavors thrown in there as well. And that's very Synyster Gates, and it makes him, and it's really cool. So this next clip I found isn't from a gig or anything, it's him just doing some pentatonic stuff by the looks of it. Let's take a look. Yeah, so there we go. This is like slowed down, thankfully, because I can have a look at it properly. So this is the 3-note pentatonic stuff by the looks of it, in the key of E again. So yeah, this is in 7th position, and he's outlining E minor pentatonic with 3 notes per string, starting from the 5 on the B. And if you watch his right hand, his picking hand here, you'll see how he's not up and down alternate picking, he's almost sweeping through, but that's this economy of motion thing, where if you cross in 2 strings, if you do a down and then a down, it's one fluid motion instead of a down and an up. So let's wind that back. So yeah, it's not just up and down all the way through, it's down, up, down a bit more, up, down a bit more, and all the way through like that. And it has a fluid sound, and guys like Frank Gambale, Synyster Gates, to me are the guys who have really made it, come back. Because when you think of people who are really great at picking, guys like Paul Gilbert, John Petrucci, most of their stuff is alternate up and down, but yeah, Synyster Gates is a master of that economy and just the fluidity of it. Outrageous. I'm not even going to try and break that down, but that is essentially just shifting these 3-note string minor pentatonics up through the octaves by the looks of it. Just outrageous, like, and it's so him, it's so chaotic, but like amazing at the same time. And yeah, just top draw. Okay, final video, let's have a look. So this is Bat Country, really cool track. Quite early Avenged, compared to where we are now in 2022. But yeah, this was uploaded 13 years ago. That's another thing with Synyster Gates, loves his unison bends. And the flat 5 or sharp 4. I can remember learning this when I was a teenager, and that was always amazing to me, how he got vibrato out of a tapped note. And essentially he's tapping the note but then still doing vibrato in his left hand, and it raises the pitch even though it's tapped. So yeah, something like that. Anyway, it's so cool. Just again, like mad chromaticism. So that was like outlining like a D minor, but putting the minor second in. Then he moves up to E to G and puts those 4 notes in. So E, F sharp and G. And then to the afterlife shape, he's got that F, G, G sharp, A. And at the end there, he's got, by the looks of it, like a harmonic minor type run. Or something to that effect. So this section, this is kind of the first bit we've seen of the classic Avenged Sevenfold dual lead guitar thing. And obviously we need to mention Zachy Vengeance, the other guitarist in Avenged, because without those two as a pair, Avenged wouldn't be a thing. And they're both great players in, you know, what they do. This section I can remember in Bat Country is a real standout of that, you know, dual guitar thing. And one thing to note as well, just in the way that's written, there seems to be like a jumping of which one has the high harmony. So I think one of them does a jump like that to let the other one have the lead line up top. It's really quite strange, but it still works. You know, they'll switch which one has the top line. But again, super cool in thirds most of the time. And yeah, let's keep watching. Super great. And again, that was that classic like pivot around the 5 with a little turn. It's so Synyster Gates, and yeah, it really works. So this section's always been really cool to me because it seems like a almost classical, neoclassical outlining of like a chord sequence. So he's really arpeggiating and jumping around in a really fluid and composed way through this chord sequence, and it's basically like a 2-5-1, then to like the dominant 3 to the 6-5-4 in C major, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, it's a really creative way of having like that aggressive edge over what would otherwise be, you know, just sort of some strummed acoustic style chords. And it's a really thought through part for, you know, metal. And not to say metal isn't thought through, but it's a really well composed and arranged bit of this track. So let's keep going. And there we go. I've had loads of fun watching these because I think Synyster Gates is just a great blend of technical competency, creativeness, melodicness, as well as just you know, entertainment on the guitar. You know, he keeps it fresh and has something that's his own, and I think that's really special. And if you want more free guitar lessons, be sure to check out Licklibrary's YouTube channel, as well as licklibrary.com, where you can have access to hundreds of lessons, backing tracks, as well as one-on-one lessons as part of your Licklibrary membership. And all of those links will be in the description as well. All I have left to say is I've been John Connor, and thanks for watching.